Alright, I'm extremely unmotivated today, but I am working Poppy and Fabio today, even though I said I was going to do it, like, on Tuesday. It is now Friday. So, I'm going to go grab Poppy and do some groundwork with her, and then I'm going to grab Fabio and drive him, and I'm going to do it because I need to, and then I have a lesson later, that I'm teaching, so, yeah. So, welcome back to whatever this channel is. And for those that don't know, I make mule tape halters and lead ropes and reins, which I have around me. So that's what I'm using today because I finally remembered to bring it from my house. For those that don't know, Poppy has come a long way since I got her. She used to not be able to lead like at all. She'd spin you in circles and she would be on top of you while doing it. So she's come a long way. She is going to be 3 in July. So we just work a lot on the ground and do fun stuff. And she looks adorable in her halter that is extremely big for her because it is Dewey's and he is a large horse and she is a small horse. So this is Poppy's bad side because this is her blind side as she was born without the cornea of her eye. And so I'm using a lot of vocal commands like out when she comes in and just talking to her a little bit more on the side. I don't think that she has completely lost the vision in that eye because it is still there. She's just missing the cornea. I do believe she can still see some stuff. Poppy's a really good horse and she tends to just be really drifty in and out on the side, so I use words, I use the whip. I don't touch her necessarily with the whip. I smack the ground or I swing it between me and her so she moves out. You'll hear me say head on because she knows that means put her head straight and look where she's going and not to turn her head in towards me. It's a command I've been working on. So right here, we're working on the canter. So she is picking up the wrong lead. And so every time I go, or wrong, and I pull her back down and tell her to trot, and then I immediately ask again. And when she picks it up again, wrong again, I do the same thing. And then you'll notice after a few minutes, she finally picks up the right lead. Again, this is her blind side. And so she finally picks up the right lead, and I go, yes, yes, yes. And I do it one more time and make sure she's on it. And then once she's on it, I reward by ending the session. At least for the hard workout, I drop her down to the walk and stuff. She actually picked up this lead before on a couple months ago when we were doing groundwork with her, and she picked it up and was doing fine. Somebody else was lunging her, and I don't think they knew to watch for leads, and so she was cantering on the wrong lead and built up more muscle on that. So I pulled her into a smaller circle, which she can canter on, and to try it that way, because sometimes if they're on a smaller circle, they have to pick up that canter because it is the correct lead, and it'll help keep them up. But it didn't work, so then after a minute or two of trying this, I let her back out to try again.
No, wrong.
So this is where I stopped her, and then I had her recollect herself, meaning I made her go back to walking and thinking about it, and then I had her trot again. And so I'm just going to have her kind of listening and trotting nicely a minute here before I ask again, getting her to bump in, like, because she keeps trying to pull out, so I'm going to bump her into me so she's not, like, pulling on it. And I'm literally just tapping lightly. She exaggerates it because she wants to pull her end in at the same time, so it makes it look like it's a jerk, when in reality it's more of a softer. She's just a very light-faced mare now after retraining her. And of course I have to tell her again to get out, go out from me. So right here in a few seconds, you're going to hear what I do when she picks up the right lead.
Yes, good girl. Go, pick it up. Yes, good girl. Yes. Good, yes. Pick it up. Pick it up. Wrong, fix it. Pick it up.
And so I'm just waiting for her to do it one more time because I prefer to get it at least twice or 3 times before I say we're done.
Come on, Tanner. Come on. Yes, good girl.
obviously very tired because it was her first session in a couple months. And so I did work her pretty hard. Like, there's probably 20 more minutes of footage that I am not putting on here just because it would make this video over an hour long.
Dude, do you have a minute to go listen to some?
Alright, so now we're just cooling her down. You can tell all of her winter fur is now sweaty because it is laid down and she doesn't look as fluffy. So we are cooling her down and then she can go back out. But she has a habit of picking up the wrong lead on her blind side. So I make her drop it and I say like no or wrong or something. Walk on. Walk on. And so I say that so that she knows, and then when she gets it right, I say yes, yes. Walk on. You're sweaty. Go away. Walk. Go. Walk. So that is kind of my cue. I walk. You know to walk. And then the marks on her front chest are just from the blanket rubbed on her. So those will grow back and she'll be fine. But she does pretty good on her not blind side, which is this way. Her blind side is really just picking up the wrong lead. And that's just a habit she started because other people were lunging her and stuff, so I think it was because they couldn't tell the lead, because it is hard if you're not paying attention because she's a black horse, so both of her legs kind of blend together. And so if you don't know leads, you're just lunging, it can create that habit. So now we're just working on getting this side muscled up again for cantering. Walk on. And so yeah, that's just what we're doing now. And then I'll go get Fabio once I think she's cooled down enough. A little bit about Poppy is I got her back in August. No, I got her in beginning of July into June. And so she's borderline dangerous. To get into my trailer, from picking her up when I first got her, it took over an hour to load her. She flipped over 4 times. Then we finally got her in. Would I normally rush trailering? No, but I was picking her up, and I'm not going to keep going an hour away to train a horse to get into a trailer when I can just make them go in and work on it later. After a week of groundwork with her, I tried to trailer her again. It took 5 minutes to load her, and now it takes... Walk on. Stop. Walk. Stop spinning around me. Walk. She knows better. She likes people a little too much, but yeah, so it took forever to load her. I had help of 3 other people. When we finally got her in, it was fine. She was fine. Literally could care less. But the people didn't really know how to train her since they were new to horses, and they got her as an 8-month-old. So she developed a lot of bad habits and pushy behavior. The only good thing was that she was a puppy dog, so they gave her lots of treats, and so she's not mean. She was just dangerous because she learned that she could push people. So within a week, I fixed most of her behavior. It took a couple months to get her to stand tied. I don't fully trust her, but she does it good. Good girl. So yeah, nothing bad about the people who owned her before, just that they weren't experienced enough for her. And I also switched out her halter because my mule tape one is definitely for Dewey, and Dewey is a large horse halter, whereas she is more like a cob horse. Actually, Dewey's my only horse that's a large horse. Everybody else is cob. maybe average, but mostly cob. They just got small heads. Dewey just is a big-headed Morgan. My other Morgans have small heads. They're cute and dainty. Walk on. Good girl. And I just want her to get nice and cooled down. We did work hard. Woo! And then this is her bad eye. Like, she's missing the cornea. So where is that eye? This is a normal eye. So she's missing that part of her eye. She's born like that. I'm assuming it was because of maybe an infection while her dam was pregnant, so it just did that and it infected it, so she couldn't finish growing the rest of her eyeball. Good girl. Like I said, a puppy dog. You can just walk away and she'll follow. All right, Poppy's back out now, so I'm grabbing Fabio. If you don't know who Fabio is my mini stallion. He is 9 or 10, I don't know. But he's a sweetheart. Like, if I really wanted to, like, I didn't bring his halter, I'm just gonna use the lead rope because he's that chill. And there's Poppy next to him. Hey, don't be running into me. And my mare, Scarlet. She is obsessed with me, and no other horse can be petted by me when I'm out here. I can grab them, but I can't pet them. See, he's a cute little pony. So I'm just going to ground drive Fabio because he is being cart trained, and he's been hooked to the cart. We've driven him in the cart and everything. And so I'm just getting him better at ground driving, and the crop in my hand is just to encourage forward movement. And some people will be like, oh, you're hitting him too hard. No, I would literally smack my leg a million times in a row and still be fine. He is so freaking fluffy. He could care less. So if you see me tapping him, it's literally me just tapping him. And I use my words like, I don't know why I just did, whatever. But, so yeah, we just ground drive.
G.
So I'm really not pulling that hard on him for backing. It just looks like that because he drops his nose to the ground. Because normally you would have the bridle and stuff on him, and then it would there's this piece, I don't know what it's called exactly, I'm not an expert, that attaches to it so he can't put his head down like that. But I'm too lazy to really tack him up unless I put him on a cart, so this is what I use. Literally, he's so fluffy, the dust just comes off him. I'm barely tapping him. I'm more so using my voice and my energy to kind of get him moving more so than anything. I can't wait for the spring when I get to shave him. I'm going to make a video of me shaving him. It's going to be so satisfying.
Ooh. Good boy. Back.
So you can see here him trying to avoid backing, so he puts his head down. And even though it looks like I'm pulling super hard, I'm really not. He is just like digging his head into the ground and like refusing to back. And I just keep the same pressure as I ask. And I'm going to ask him again to get a little nicer of a back because he was like, oh, I don't want to. So yeah, he's just being a stubborn. I call him like a mule because honestly, he has the stubborn personality of one.
Ooh. And back. Back up. Back up. Back. Good job. Head up. Walk on. Tap your butt. Not your poop. Trot.
Alright, so I worked both of them, so that's done. And so yeah, that concludes the video. And maybe I'll make one this weekend about where I'm going and what I'm doing because I'm going to a barrel bash. And I have a booth there to sell my mule tape halters, lead ropes, bucket things, everything. And then I have my equine massage business and my photography business all in one booth. So I'm hoping to have a busy weekend. And if I have time, I'll try and record it. So yeah, subscribe, like, follow, do whatever you want. I don't care.